Hello, and welcome to this Sherman+Reilly video about the Spyder system for distribution conductor. The Sherman+Reilly Spyder system is used for installing pulling lines, saving both time and money on distribution jobs versus conventional methods. During the conventional installation of pulling lines in overhead distribution system, a lineman climbs the pole to install the blocks. Next, finger line or P-line ropes are cut to the proper length and placed in the blocks for later use. Then these P-line ropes or finger lines must be gathered together and tied at the base of the pole. Since they are sometimes left overnight or longer, vandalism can occur, requiring the work to be done again before the conductor can be pulled in. And if not vandalized, the finger lines have to be untied and sometimes untangled before use. Then the finger lines are ready to be used to thread the heavier P-line or bowline rope through the blocks. The bowline is then typically dragged by hand or other methods to the next pole until all poles in one pole have been threaded. Care must be exercised to avoid interference with existing circuits. Because the bowline cannot be held under adequate tension while being walked through, it can sag down onto roads and sidewalks and come in contact with pedestrians. After the bowline is pulled the length of the pole, a phase of the conductor is then pulled through. The entire pulling process must be laboriously repeated for each subsequent pulling line and phase of conductor. This method is inefficient and labor-intensive. The finger lines are lost, damaged, or tangled and unusable, and then the process must be redone. The Sherman+Reilly Spyder system is a safer and more economical method of installing the bowline in distribution jobs. The Spyder system is an integrated set of special equipment including a braking controller, storage reels, Spyderflex rope, and accessories. It's a lightweight, low-cost, self-contained piece of equipment that simplifies the whole operation. The Spyder system eliminates the need for finger lines, reducing the risk of vandalism or having to repeat the work, therefore reducing the labor and time needed to install pulling lines. The Spyder system is available in two series, the S7500 and the S8500. The S7500 system has a capacity of 3,000 feet of 5/16-inch Spyderflex rope. The S8500 has a 6,000 feet of 5/16 rope capacity. Spyderflex rope has a 500-pound tension capacity. Left on the pole, it's self-operating, with its own braking system to keep the line tension on the Spyder reel during deployment of the rope and prevent overspinning. The controls require no adjustment during operation, and the tension doesn't need supervision. Simple lag screws can be used to mount the lightweight controllers to a wood pole on the first pole. Adjustable chain mounts can also be used on any type of pole, whether they are wood, steel, or concrete. The controllers may be installed in alternating positions on the pole to work around existing guys, secondary circuits, and other obstacles, and can be adjusted up to 90 degrees in either direction. The lead pole in the line can be used, or one farther back if it's more convenient. Once the controllers have been installed, the storage reel with the pilot line rope is secured. The rope is threaded over the movable arm, which releases the brake when moved off-center. Threading diagrams are shown on each controller. Depending on the angle of the rope into the first block, the arm can easily be adjusted on the pole. When the arm is pulled to the left or right, it releases the brake in the controller, allowing the rope to pay out. When the tension on the rope is released, the brake arm returns to the center, preventing the rope from overspinning. The controllers on the reels can be mounted anywhere on the pole, including high enough to discourage vandalism and left for an indefinite period of time until the stringing begins. Blocks can be installed on the same climb as the Spyderflex ropes are installed. After the pilot lines are threaded through the first blocks, they are easily pulled through each consecutive set of blocks. This is accomplished by attaching the number of lines being strung to one common line. As each successive pull is reached, the lines are simply spread and placed in their respective blocks. Because of the positive braking controllers, reels cannot back up and can be left at any pull under tension. When it's time to install the pulling line, it can be attached to the pilot line via an eye-to-eye splice or shackle. The partially empty storage reel is lowered and placed on a Sherman+Reilly puller tensioner outfitted with a Spyder rewind. A Spyder winch shaft adapter can be used on a line truck winch instead of using a Spyder rewind. The bowline is then hauled through all the stringing blocks in that particular phase in one operation. This method holds the bowline under tension, which cannot be done when walking it through in the conventional method. Since the pilot line is returned to its reel without tangles, it is immediately available for reuse. Once the bowline is pulled through the blocks, the conductor is attached and the stringing begins. When the conductor has been pulled out, the bowline is attached to one of the remaining Spyder pilot lines and returned to the starting point for the next conductor. Spyderflex rope is available in 4 different colors for easy identification and is torque-free, non-twisting, and stays flexible. Longer pulls can be accomplished by splicing extra reels together. Splicing is easily done in the field. A complete job including hanging the controllers, placing the reels on the controllers, installing the blocks, stringing the pilot lines, hauling in the pulling lines, and stringing the conductors can be done safely with minimum crew size in less time. And saving time saves money. A Spyder storage tree is also available for purchase to store and transport Spyder systems. Up to 4 controllers with reels, rope, and an adapter can be stored on one tree. Thank you for watching our video about the Spyder system for distribution. Please keep in mind this video is not a substitute for proper lineman training or for reading and understanding the equipment operator's manuals. Sherman+Reilly is dedicated to getting every lineman home every night, no exceptions. For more information on Sherman+Reilly transmission and distribution equipment, please visit Sherman-Reilly.com.